Hi, babe. Welcome to the Horror Babes Show. I'm your host, Chelsea Beller. In October of 1994, 3 student filmmakers disappeared in the woods near Burkittsville, Maryland, shooting a documentary. A year later, their footage was found. Let's review the Blair Witch Project. Before we get into that, here's a spooky reminder that you can support the show with my PayPal QR code here on the screen, also in the description. You can become a Patreon member and get exclusive and early access to your favorite horror hostess. Not only that, but I have a merch shop. Did you know you can wear Horror Babe paraphernalia? Whatever kind that gets your rocks off. All of these links live in the description below. Thank you for supporting the show. There will be spoilers, please be advised. The Blair Witch Project is an American psychological horror found footage film. Written, directed, and edited by Daniel Myrick and Eduardo Sanchez. A pseudo-documentary or mockumentary where 3 young adults, Heather, Josh, and Mike, traveled to Burkittsville, Maryland to shoot a documentary about the local legend, the Blair Witch. Full disclosure, I have seen this before. I watched this film forever ago, maybe 10 years ago. I don't even remember if I watched it alone or with friends, but I remember being absolutely terrified. Just shaken to my core. Anytime I've seen a poster or a still from that film, I absolutely shudder. I think it was one of the first found footage films I saw, but that makes sense because I'm a 90s baby. So that would be one of the first ones I would go to. According to Wikipedia, this film revived the found footage technique, bringing about films like Paranormal Activity, Wreck, and Cloverfield. I have to tell you, because this is my YouTube channel where I share my opinion on horror films, I was not as impressed or scared as I was the first time. To me, the majority of this film is just being lost in the woods. I completely understand. It was an intentional choice not to show the witch. But maybe a shadow or something would have sufficed. That, or focusing more on the characters losing their minds to maybe add a question of whether they're hallucinating all of this or not. Like, that would have been pretty interesting, but also that would have been leaning more towards psychological horror. Let's break it down. What was rad and what was not so rad? Rad. I enjoy found footage quite a bit. It really puts you in the horror film, like you're also one of the characters. I would say my favorite part was actually the beginning with all of the interviews. I really made a point to listen to all of the answers the interviewees were giving, and I realized I missed something the first time around when one of the interviewees mentioned how the witch put the boy in the corner, and I was like, ah. Oh, and I also enjoyed when they were all walking south, but ended up in the same spot they started earlier that day, where it was like the same log over the same creek, and they were losing their minds. I didn't care for the fighting and screaming after, nah. But I thought it was kind of neat. I think I would have wanted more of that, I don't know, just losing their minds aspect of it. It was very eerie. But yeah, then when they were fighting and screaming after, yes, granted, if I were in that same position where I'd been walking all day and then end up in the same spot as I had, 12 hours before, I would be pretty upset too. I wouldn't necessarily be screaming, but still, not so rad. I didn't like or have sympathy for any of the characters, so I didn't feel bad for them when they met their tragic end. They all did fucked up shit. They were rude to each other. They legitimately were not kind to each other and did not like show kindness. And with all of their fighting and bickering, it felt juvenile, honestly. Like, these are young adults, but they could have easily been toddlers having tantrums. If I wanted to watch people fight and bicker, I would put my divorced parents in the same room. The witchy moments were not as scary as I remembered. I thought there was more. I thought it was more eerie, and it was creepy, but not scary, if you catch my drift. Like the slime? What even was that? What was the slime? It was just like, oh, there's slime, and then that's it. Oh, gross. What was the point? Just to be creepy and spooky? Like, it felt like an afterthought. And if I'm being honest, I checked how much time I had left of the movie, like at least twice. I felt like not a lot was going on from the time that they realized they were lost to the end. And when I tell you, I literally sighed when the credits rolled. I literally sighed. Oh, that was it? That was the ending? What was I scared of 10 years ago? Like, it finally gets like a bit of scary and spooky and weird. And then roll credits. Yikes. With 86% tomato meter and 57% popcorn meter on Rotten Tomatoes, I'm gonna have to side with the popcorn peeps. I was not as entertained or scared as I hoped. And I went into this with an open mind, the openest of minds. My mind was so open, you didn't even need to prop the door open. But you win some, you lose some. I wanted to watch a scary movie. I wanted to watch a horror in the woods film. And I did. But really, what I got was a 90s kids screaming in the woods. So, almost the same. Close. I give this a 2.5 out of 5, and I honestly feel like I'm being generous there. Like, the 0.5 point extra is for those poor actors who endured way more than they deserved. If you know, you know. Listen, I'm open to your comments. How did you feel about this film? What would you rate it? Is it the scariest found footage film out there? Is it what led you on the found footage track? I want to hear it. Well, that's it from me. Thank you for watching. Please. Oh, and listening. Well, that's it from me. Thank you for watching and listening. Please don't forget to like, comment, follow, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram and Letterboxd to see what I'm watching and what I'm rating. Bye, babe.